Hey everyone, we're back. We're in the book of Acts, chapter 9, and we're going to take a look at the conversion of Saul. This is another 3-day event that the Lord had me to look at. And this is pretty to the point here. We see that Saul is a man who persecuted Christians. He was a wicked man. He imprisoned Christians, he had them tortured, beaten, and even ordered their death. So here is a man that is a picture of wickedness in this world, okay? And he encounters Christ on his road to Damascus. And after he encountered Christ, he had a 3-day period of blindness, at the end of that 3 days, a disciple called Ananias, a disciple of Christ, put his hands on him and healed him. Okay? And we see here that clearly we have here a man that his eyes were opened. And we're talking about in a spiritual manner here. Not only were they opened physically from physical blindness, but in a spiritual manner. His eyes were opened through this encounter with Christ. And that's what the Lord wants us to focus on at the moment with this. Okay, we're going to come back to it later and look at another aspect of it. But right now we're focusing on the conversion of Saul. How he was a wicked man. And after his encounter with Christ and his 3-day event where he was blind, he was in the darkness for 3 days, he became a follower of Christ. And he went and preached and taught the gospel of Christ to others after this. And the Lord wants us to see here that this is about someone that you would not expect to come to the Lord, how he had an encounter that brought him to the Lord. And we do need to note here that he went through a 3-day period of blindness. But what God wants me to point out here, as we looked at the video where the Lord had me to do a video called The Lost, we see here that in this 3-day encounter that Saul represents the lost, those that are in the world, those that are living wickedly, those that have no regard for the Lord or the things of the Lord, just as Saul did, and how Saul represents the lost in this world, okay? And that's what we're going to point out with this for the moment. Like I said, all of these we're going to come back to and show you more and more of what God is leading me to see here. But we've got to cover these 3-day events first and show you how they are symbolic of the bride, the backslidden, and the lost. So I'm going to close this one now, and then I'm going to do the one on the bride, and then we'll dig in a little deeper. Thank you.